Bed. Stay. Stay. So after he's done eating a treat, stay. We walk away. You can count the amount of steps you take. As long as he's on his bed, I'm going to come back to him. If he were to have gone up and left, I would have reset. So he gets rewarded for his stay. Don't pet him too much, because as you can see, this starts to rile him up and he wants to play. So his reward solely down would be food rewards, and then later, when you end the session, it can be play. Stay. So you can go around and do things like opening drawers, closing them. Stay to get him used to things happening and for him to actually stay in that state. So not only do you create distance from him, but you are also doing things. Stay. Walking away from him and disappearing out of sight for a little bit, like he can still see me through the cracks of these chairs. If I'm going to go out of stay, visual sight, it's only going to be very brief, and then I'm going to come back to him. Stay. So smart. He's just gonna rotate himself, being like, I know I need to stay, but I need to see you. Right, buddy? You need to see me? Stay. My battery seems like it's going to run out, but if this were to occur, or if he were to get up, just ask him to go back to bed. We don't give him a treat if he has an unsuccessful one. Stay. Maybe I don't make it as difficult this time, so I don't go out of sight. I come back in, making it an easier stay for him to build off of getting it right, and then going into stay, a harder one, or I may disappear out of a big little water break. So during failures, unsuccessful trials, we just reset. Even if I don't say anything myself, he knows that this is how we start training. Stay. As you can see, that was too much. He tried to meet me around the island. Again, without saying anything, he knows this is how we start again. Stay. So I'm just going to disappear out of visual sight for just a little bit, and then I'm going to come back. Oh, still was a little too much. I know, that was your brother. Come on, buddy. Ralphie. Where did it go? Yeah, right here. Stay. So just taking a mental note that that might be a little too much. My own mistake, hand going into the pocket, can also draw him off of his bed. So I'm going to make this one really easy. Ralphie! You can see, like, well, you can't see, but I can see. He's going looking for his toys. Ralphie! Come on, buddy! Come on, buddy! Come on, buddy! Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. So, that's telling me bed. Either A, the distance away and the time spent away and visual sight stay. That's getting a little too difficult. So we may make it a little bit easier. Where are you going? Ralphie! Ralphie! Come here, let's go. Bed. This is the first time we're doing stays where I get out of sight. So I said before, we don't want to give him a treat for his failure if he's going back into his bed, but I need to get his rewards back up. Stay. I need to get his reinforcement rate back up so he wants to continue to work with me. Stay. Rather than being like, this is getting really boring, I want to play with my toys. I need to keep him in a more relaxed state of mind. Stay. Right now, so I can't touch him or play with him. Bed. Turning your back to your dog can also be difficult. Stay. So if you're noticing a lot of these issues where your dog gets up, if you turn around from them on your walk away, stay. You can do like head over the shoulder and then come back to him, or moving completely backwards, stay. Walking backwards, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can count how many steps you take away from them. I would also suggest not doing what I just did and giving him a treat along your way back to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 steps is a pretty good stay. So once you get back to him, then reach in for your treat. And come down to him. Some dogs, when you reach for a treat on your way back, stay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see I'm now incorporating the turn away from him after we've gotten some successes. Stay. Now I'm going to try to just dip around the corner, and I come back. So we're going to end it there. Free! Yeah, you did so well! You did so well! You did so well. Reward him with some play. Yes, yes, yes. And then we can go right back into training again. What this gives him is a small outlet to get that energy out. Oh, is that the squat? That's the squat. That's the squat. Let's get this thing off of you. Let me get this thing off of you. Oh, there's this part. Oh, there's this part. 1, all the fun stuff still happens on his bed. 2, we take a little break from training. 3, we still reward him for a good job done by giving him exactly what he wants, which is this roughhouse play. If you don't want to do it with your hands, you can always do it with a toy. So I'm not pinning him down, I'm just tickling his tummy. He's just a little turtle here. You're a little turtle. You're a little turtle. You're a little turtle. Yeah. So you do take a little break with him, play with him, and you can go right back into training. Looks like I'm still got some battery left. Stay. So, he got up, we go right back. Ralphie! Bed! What was that, Daisy? Ralphie, come on, buddy. Come here, he's very conflicted between his sister, some toys. So he's just walking away, saying hello to his sister, going investigating his toys. So if you do start training with him, you start to notice that he kind of dips out after a little while. Keep your training sessions short while he's still having fun. Change him up. Ralphie! Ralphie, come! Yeah, buddy, buddy, buddy! Oh, buddy, 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 buddy! Oh. You couldn't come to a stop, huh? You slid into a stop. So, play with him. Ralphie, come! Play with him other little games to get him moving about. Maybe coming when called. So he's not confused. I'm going to pick up the bed and put it back into his, where it was before, just get it away. So I can practice these, putting a treat on the ground. Ralphie, come! Yeah, buddy, buddy. Oh, buddy, buddy, handsome man. Handsome man. Handsome man. Putting a treat on the ground to buy myself some time. Ralphie, come! Yeah. Good boy. When he comes to, he can just get a treat for coming when called. And then if you want to, you can ask him for a sit. And if he doesn't comply with just a word, you can use your hand to gesture up, down. I know. We haven't done it without the bed. So, as you can see, there's reinforcement history happening where he laid down so many times on his bed, he knows exactly how to do it on his bed, but on a cold tile flooring, he may not, and he may not even enjoy doing it on cold tile flooring. You may get more success from him doing it on carpeting. There you go. He's like, it's cold. It's cold on my tum-tum. It's cold on my tum-tum. I don't like it. You don't like it. Alright, so sits then. So a couple of treats on the ground, just to buy enough time. Ralphie, come! Yeah, buddy! Just for coming when called. Sit. Come over here. Sit. There you go. So the hand gesture moves above his head. Ralphie, come here, handsome. Sit. So it starts above his head and moves back like that to make him look up and drop his butt. Ralphie, come here. Sit. I don't want him to be so far away from me, so I'll practice sits close to me, like that. You see him really backing up. Ralphie, come. Sit. Still learning the word. So we'll say the word before moving the hand to the treat. It's probably my second warning. About to really lose video if I don't stop soon. But just to see, Ralphie, you really want to play, don't you? Treat right by the nose if you have to move him. Saying the word sit, then following it up with the hand gesture up to get him into that position. Again, don't really want him to be that far away, so I can move him closer. Sit. And get him a little closer. I'm getting him closer and closer each time when you can. And then don't reward sits out there. You know, if you ask him for a sit, you know, you can make him really retry. Come here. Come here, handsome. Sit. To be really close to you. And so if he doesn't do that later on, sit. And backs up so far, like that. Come here, Ralphie. You're gonna egg him on to get closer. Come on, handsome. What, are you still tired? I know you're napping well. Sit. And getting him to be closer and closer. So don't reward further away sits, or you're going to always get further away sits. Oh, Ralphie. Oh, Ralphie. If you reward only close sits, you'll get closer and closer sits.